Welcome to another episode of Otaku Don. I am the host with the most, aka Sleepy Melbourne, in the building, and we're here to talk about One Piece, chapter 1126, and it is a doozy. It is a doozy. So, we get started with the Elbaf ship and the Straw Hat Pirates. They are celebrating, having the feast and party that is always done after a victorious arc. Really, they gotta have the feast, gotta have the celebration, and so that's what we're doing. Luffy's chowing down. Zoro, Nami, Usopp are having some drinks, and man, they drinking that good stuff tonight. One of the giants lets them know, hey, this is called the Green Fairy. It can get pretty wild, might hallucinate. Our guys are, seasoned drinkers, so they're not too worried. Having a great time. We see Bonnie and Kuma having a great time. But then we cut away to Bartolomeo and his burning of the red hair pirate's flag. And now, we have always wondered what happened in this situation. And now we get to see. Shanks and his crew have caught Bartolomeo, and his crew have Bartolomeo all battered, beaten, and a little bloody, tied up. And they're like, how could you do this? You know this makes us look bad, right? Like, what were you thinking? Huh, my guy? My guy. What were you thinking, my guy? But regardless, Bartolomeo is begging for forgiveness, saying that he understands that what he did was a grave mistake and he should not have made that decision. And so they tell him to give a poison to Luffy that will kill him in a month. Instead of doing that, Bartolomeo decides that he is going to drink the poison himself, taking ownership of his own decisions and full accountability. Let's give him a round of applause. That's enough. Because you can't bring Luffy into this. Luffy had no desire to cross swords with Shanks just yet. I feel like Shanks was last on his list. He was like Kaido, Big Mom, whoever else is third, and then I'm going after Shanks. And so we get to see Bartolomeo take ownership and then be released by the red-haired pirates. They feel like Shanks is a little naive. However, they are a little naive because Usopp's father tells Shanks to scoot out the way just a little bit, and he takes out his rifle and blows the ship up. I don't even understand how that's possible. He didn't take out a bazooka or a cannon. It's just a regular rifle from what it looks like. And when he shoots the ship, it all blows up. That's some crazy hockey right there. I don't care what no one says. That is a hockey feat for Usopp's daddy. But we switch locations again, and we'll be doing that a lot in this chapter, switching locations. Now we're on Hachinosu. We get to see Pizarro and Blackbeard having a little bit of a conversation about why Pizarro allowed Kobe to escape. This goes on for a little bit, with Pizarro kind of being incapacitated by Blackbeard and Kuzan being as... So tell me about what else happened. Kuzan tells him that Kobe did escape. However, he was able to capture Garp, which wasn't his intended purpose. He tried to kill him, but was unable to. Blackbeard is pretty happy with this, saying that that's a pretty good consolation prize, trading up from Kobe to the actual hero of the Marines. I think he's a little bit of a better bargaining chip when you're dealing with them. But we don't know, because the Marines are kind of under the Gorosei, and they don't care about human life. So unless the Marines kind of break away and do their own thing, which might be what happened with the revelation of the world sinking, Gorosei kind of knowing there might be a schism inside of the world government where the Marines break off, and then it's the Celestial Knights under the new Gorosei Garland going out and doing their thing, where the Marines are still against the pirates, but also not following the orders of the Gorosei and trying to hopefully save as much life as possible. I think then them and the Revolutionary Army can kind of align themselves. But let's get back to the chapter. We see Lafayette looking over the red line, watching the revolutionary basically stop any food or supplies being sent up to Marie Joie, which is great. It is a very successful campaign to deny them food. We see, who do we see come back? Sand Dude. And why can't I think of the other two people's names? It's the dude who shoots and the Katarina Devon. Katarina Devon and the other two return, and they're picked up by Pizarro to continue the meeting. We switch back to the Giants ship, where they have still not made it to Elbaf, even given the speed of the Giants ship, which is weird. But the reason for this is even weirder. Luffy and the Thousand Sunny, along with Nami and some other crew members, Sanji, I want to say Zoro, have disappeared. And we don't know where they're at. But we do get one last scene of Nami being awoken in a Viking-esque room in a Viking outfit. I think that this has to do with Loki. That's what my guess is. I feel like Loki has some type of ability and or like mystical powers, and he transported them there. He might be into Nami, and she was on the ship, and that's where, so he just brought the whole ship to where he's at. Not sure. But I kind of feel like there might be some wedding stuff involved in this one, since that was kind of alluded to with the Big Mom. Loki might be looking for a queen, and that might be like his like deciding factor to move into like uniting all of the land. So we shall see. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment below. This is, again, has been One Piece chapter 1126. I have so many thoughts. I'm going to put out another video. Me and Just Charles will be back this weekend. Later.